think I have it going now. Because we are streaming, we are recording. I think that's a good way to start. Yeah, I just woke up from, I guess, like a 30-minute, wouldn't necessarily call it a nap, but I don't know, I had to close my eyes a little bit. So, anyway, hello, happy Friday to you all, happy Friday Eve, going into Friday night. Yeah, we're doing this again. Hopefully we'll be doing this again and again and again for a little while. Yes, the number 2 game of the decade, according to that one website. The one with the socks and the 8-bit comics. That is correct, Friday Night Shoveling indeed. This was the coziest game I could think of, since I could basically do this with my eyes closed. Make sure my controller is alive. So let's go ahead and start game. Thanks for showing up. Hopefully I can make this worth your while. And this is just another bit of the whole, you know, getting back into Twitch, getting back into streaming. Let's continue our little de-rusting exercise. Let's get our little gaming muscle memory. You know, let's get that working again. Apparently I do, Polly. So let's go ahead and get started. We're returning to... Ah, damn it, we gotta get Tracy to finish her file. I had to get my mother to finish her file. Let's see. Yeah. Just a little practice earlier. Let's delete that. I don't know! She used to name all of her Legend of Zelda files that. I think it was one of the hairdressers she used to go to back in the city. Either either that was her nickname, or whoever was doing her hair couldn't quite get her actual name out, couldn't quite get the pronunciation right, so it came out as that. Anyway, let's go ahead and do our new game. We're just gonna go original recipe Shovel Knight, vanilla Shovel Knight, and I have no idea what to call this file, so I'm just gonna pick a random name out of a hat. If there was a hat to pull a name out of. Yeah, John's favorite game. John has impeccable, immaculate taste in all things related to entertainment. Do we want to go to body swap mode? Sure, let's turn everybody into girls. I don't think there'll be any objections to that. So let's begin! Do we really need to see the intro? I think most of you have already been through this. Most of you already know where this is headed. Actually, what I really wanted to do was to see if the butt code was still working. I did try that earlier, entering this code in the name, where you enter your name. I don't think that worked. And I didn't really have time to look up if that... Yeah, it only works on the file you do it on. Alright. Well, I mean, I might go back and tinker around with it later. Okay, so we're just going to skip that. And it's shoveling time. So because we did the... Hold on. Yeah, because we did gender swap mode, you're gonna see some of the differences between the sprites. The big difference between the original sprite and this one is... The biggest difference is that the horns are a little smaller. Hi, Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, Dan said he was going to leave and, like, run some errands. He still hasn't done that. He still hasn't gotten dressed. He's basically been sitting around in his skivvies all day. Because working remotely allows him to do that. Yeah, your life is so hard. Your life is so hard. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be a nice, comfy, shoveling stream, digging stream. Just to get back into the swing of things. I think as we go along, I might talk about some of the plans I have for Twitch, for my channel going forward. Because I have some ideas. Some things I'd like to do, some things I'd like to see. I think either... probably this Sunday I will be streaming again. I don't know if I want to do something involving a game from my never-ending backlog as a means of trying to get caught up, as a means of trying to, you know, clear some of that stuff out. Or if I want to do a really edgy visual novel. You know, something that doesn't take a whole lot of dexterity to do on my part, although I will have to be speaking a lot. But I know each and every one of you out there absolutely loves the dulcet tones of the voice belonging to yours truly. So, you know, that's obviously an option. And by edgy visual novel, well, I don't know how edgy it's going to be, but you know, I'm looking around. I think I might find something that'll suit the bill in that regard. Tsukihime. Maybe. Maybe not. You'll have to tune in to find out. So when did this come out? 2014. I've been playing this damn game since 2014. Finally got Poncho on the Type Moon wagon with John. Let's not go that far. Let's not go that far. You know, I think in some ways, I'd like to think that I exercise a good deal of restraint in that regard. You got a Type Moon. That's Fate Man, right? Fate, Stay, Unlimited, Night, Blade, something or another. With the saber-toothed tiger and Rin Tosucker and all those people. And one of the 3,000 Sakuras in anime. That Fate. I don't know, I think by this point, I think it might be a bit of an ordeal to try and catch up on that. Well, that's in one of the spin-offs, Astolfo. The very well-endowed cupcake, right? Or so I've been led to believe. And now he's wearing a towel. Because he still can't be bothered to put any actual clothes on. That's Dan. It's just... getting him dressed is difficult these days. Very difficult. Oh, come on now. Oh yeah, and unfortunately the shenanigans never end here. And truthfully, yeah, compared to Astolfo, Dan's got, he's got a micro-peen. But I don't think he'd deny it. He's honest about himself with these things. Hold on. Okay, they thought they could hide from me. You think you could pull one over on me, you slimy bastards? I have over 120 hours poured into the various game modes of this collection. Oh, well, yeah, I totally meant to do that. Absolutely, 100%. 142%. Here we got some more bubbles to contend with. Did I get both the notes here? I think I did. I might have. Yeah, so I'm a bit miffed. I'm still a little mad at, King of Cards. Because, number one, I don't really like card games at all. Why would you put card games into a video game when you can just play the damn card games on an actual table? And number two, I'm not gonna play that much King of Cards to get every achievement like I did in the previous 3 games. I wouldn't even do it in Shovel Showdown, which is a very mediocre Smash Bros. Card City Nights, a very mediocre Smash Bros. Interpolation. Let's steal our shovel now. You know, I was absolutely convinced that the name Order of No Quarter was a Led Zeppelin reference. You know, the Led Zeppelin song off the Houses of the Holy album. Which I would say is probably, if I had to pick, probably my favorite Led Zeppelin album if I had to choose. This has a lot of stuff I hear on classic rock radio all the time. Like, virtually every song off of that ended up getting, radio airplay. It was that and Led Zeppelin 4, where basically every song on those albums ended up being classic rock radio staples, at least in the markets I lived in. Had to take in a little bit of crushed ice water. Alright, let's do some catching. Come on, come on, come on. Quick, 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 and we wake up. And no one would ever mistake a shovel for a weapon. The old ticket will keep that in mind. Horses! It's always horses. I don't like actual horses. I am even more leery of horse people. Well, you know what? We're not speedrunners. We actually have this thing called character. To deposit our MP3s onto the Bard. Well, I'm not too interested in that. Oh yeah, we have to talk to the goat. You know, watching other people play this game, like watching Tracy or watching my mother play this, I would get to some things that I would know to instinctively do, or at least would be, you know, curious enough to look into. Well, they just kind of mucked around. And generally, I really go out of my way to not be a backseat gamer. But there were times where I just felt like screaming. It was hard sometimes for me, real hard. Yeah. So we had ribs, and I think we had a piece of prime rib, I think. I think we're out of cash now. We do have some other places we can muck around. Let's see. You know, we'll come back for the chalices. You won't tell anyone what they are. By any chance, would any of those games start with C and end in Entra? Because I saw you getting a little feisty back on the 4th during my Contra stream. Let's see if we can manage this. Yeah, we're doing the minigame thing already. This'll get us another musical note, I believe, if we are successful. Okay. First try. First try! People being bad at Contra don't get me too miffy on, so you often get a laugh out of it most of the time. That's fair. That's fair. Can I get a relic from Chester right now? Hog, yes. I know we can get up there. We just need Lady Deutschland to move up there. Thank you. Okay, so let's dump off the last couple of music sheets that we have. See if there's anything else we can buy, then we can get into the real meat and potatoes here. How's everything sounding so far? Everything looking, everything sounding. Always want to keep an eye on that. You good? Fantastic, fantastic, yeah. Hopefully this isn't really a peak streaming hour, a peak bandwidth-consuming hour around these parts. And the weather's cleared up a little bit. I was a little concerned about that because we did have some thundering going around a little earlier. Oh yes, BP, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I wasn't aware if there had been any big network changes in my area. You know, I would have no way of quantifying that. But, you know, but it's possible that could have happened. Also possible that, you know, I just have, you know, a machine that's actually worth a damn. You know, with, you know, just better parts. You know, better GPU, better CPU, you know, more RAM, and just the little things here and there. I mean, due to my current arrangement with, you know, with where I live currently, you know, if there was an issue, Yeah, imagine that. Something finally going right, you know, tech-wise in the state of Florida. Anyway. Basically, the way the rent arrangement works now, things like cable and internet are actually included in the monthly bill. You know, with, you know, rent in general. So there really isn't an option to change providers if the need were to even arise. But thankfully that doesn't seem like it's going to be too much of a problem going forward. Well, at least to this point, fingers crossed, knock on wood with crossed fingers. You know, whichever approach you feel is necessary in that situation. Yeah, but as I've said before, you know, stable works for me. Although I am sort of wondering when I'll get another chance to have my favorite type of stream. So if you don't remember, my favorite type of stream is actually me sitting back and letting someone else play while I just you know, make, you know, peanut gallery comments. Those are my favorite kinds of streams because they require the least amount of effort from me. I'm sure you can and I'm sure anyone watching right now can relate to that. And I was toying around with the idea of playing, you know, something like Plague of Shadows or even Spectre of Torment. But I figured I'd, you know, just get reacquainted with, sort of use this as my derusting game to start with. Well, that can wait. I don't think we'll be that hard up for money. I know I can get something here. See, that wasn't even a perfect fit because our Lady Shovel Knight shouldn't have been able to really go there. Plague of Shadows gives me enough anxiety off stream. Perhaps if I did stream it, I could go over some of the things that I do to mitigate some of the really tricky stuff. You know, because it tended to work out for me pretty consistently throughout that game. Throughout, you know, multiple runs. Guess it probably won't happen anytime soon after we get wrapped up here. Powered through somehow. Fantastic. Get another ice water sip there. Never could get used to the movement tech in Spectre of Torment. So, the big thing I wanted to do in that game is try to find ways to... Because he's going to be, you know, kind of tricky to control. So my approach was just trying to think of ways to mitigate, you know, I wouldn't say janky movement. Oh, Spectre. Oh, the movement. Okay. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, I was still in a Plague of Shadows mindset. I think we missed something there, but... I'm not too bothered by it right now. Let's see... I mean, Spectre's definitely the shortest game. Not much in the way of, you know, map traveling or anything like that. I think the only real issue I had with Mega Man Ass Sub-Boss, yes. I think the only real issue I had with Spectre was the control could feel... It could be weird. It could be weird. You really had to go out of your way and, you know, be super conscious of your finger placements on the controller to make sure you didn't send Spectre Knight careening off into a pit or something. It just felt, you know, that volatile, I suppose. Come on, come on. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, there's our nourishment. I don't think there was anything there, anyway. You are going to get a lot of sub-bosses, more than a few. Is it there? Oh, alright, okay. Okay, now this is feeling familiar. Now we're, I think it was 2 music notes for most of these stages. I want to say that was. Okay, this was fun. This is always fun to watch a newcomers sort of try to wrap their heads around. But I didn't see a thing. That didn't happen. Yeah, I wouldn't give anyone the messenger, honestly. Maybe let them play the first half. Because they just kind of stepped all over themselves with that back half. From a pretty okay Ninja Gaiden clone to a bad Metroidvania. Could have been good, they just didn't make it happen. And there is Queen Knight, looking all regally. Shovel justice is the best kind of justice. So apparently even the devs thought it was way too easy to score a no-hit victory on King Knight, Queen Knight, that you could not do that, that you had to find another knight to beat in a no-hit run in other games. Oh, hopefully that came through the way I intended it to. Yeah, was that another segment? I don't know. And yes, you did get an achievement for putting your fire out. Let's drop off our sheet music. Upgrade our magics. Talk to our buddy here, get our I-core. Our little John pimp cups, of course. That was him, right? Little John? With the gigantic cups that he would drink out of and say his 3 famous... Okay, yeah, what? Okay. Little John had that, yeah, what, okay. Hulk Hogan had his dude brother, and somewhere along the way, he added Jack to all of his steroid-fueled promos. Train hard, say your prayers, take your vitamins, drink your milk. Okay, this next one isn't too bad. You know, I remember my mom playing this, and she got so close. She got so close to doing it. Got so close to beating the stage. But did she heed my advice and, you know, go out of her way to not, you know, break the last checkpoint in the stage? The one right before the boss? No, that's exactly what she did, you know? She couldn't help herself. I still remember that. And, like, she was trying to show off. Well, yeah, she does that sometimes. I mean, basically, she's the reason I'm gaming right now. I'm doing all of this right now, so I can't come down, can't come down on her too hard. I really can't. Let's see, yeah, I knew there was a bomb somewhere. That's another bomb, okay. No, it's not that she hated your jokes, it's that half of what you were saying were puns. And for someone for whom English is not their first language, I don't think those puns really hit in the way that, you know, you were hoping for. Or was that... No, wait, well... I don't know if it was you or if it was, you know, Croaker doing those puns, because we went through Croaker's entire routine. Mighty Bomb Jack stream when I have no idea. I really don't. Is that on Switch Online? Nintendo Online? It might be. That's gonna have to wait till I get like a capture card or something for my Switch. Yeah. Yeah, but basically, my mother is immune to puns, simply because of the fact that English is not her first language. It wasn't until a long time after I'd played this initially that I figured out you could actually kill those guys. Now, I don't know what famous, you know, phrases of speech or puns, you know, they were saying down in, Puerto Rico, but there probably isn't a one-to-one translation, into English for a lot of those. Or at least they wouldn't hit in the same way. There was a really interesting one, a really clever one, I remember hearing, like, a while back. And it's one of those things that could only work in Spanish. However, it involves a play on words off of a derogatory term that I'm not going to repeat here in Spanish. But I remember hearing it and like, oh, okay, well, I guess that works, you know, in the context of that language. Yep, we blow them all up. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and up we go. It's actually been a while since I had this soundtrack playing. You know, just to listen to it. Mariachi? I don't even know Achi. Sure, something like that. Let's see. Okay, flashing lights. Let's go down. Okay, that worked out nicely. Let's see, I could... Okay, sure, that'll work. Froggy. I guess I could afford to be a little more reckless, a little more bold here. Dan is back and he's still not dressed. Got their Lucky Charms. Yeah. He buys the cereal. Okay, that'll work. Can't wait to eat cereal again. You're still like when do you go back in for the re-roofing? August? Can't imagine it's too much longer now. August 6th for the impressions, okay. So I guess it's just another step in the process. Then you get your teeth, okay. Yeah, with my graft, it would usually, I think it was like, wait 1 week after impressions. Okay. Okay, yeah. And that's for everything on the top, right? Okay, I gotcha. I follow. You know, I'm just starting to imagine Polly, who has never really been one to taking selfies, will be so delighted to have, you know, brand new teeth, and will be so overjoyed with her new teeth that all she'll ever tweet is, you know, full mouth open smile selfies. That's all we'll get out of her from here until the end of time. Hey, you know, flaunt 'em if you got 'em. Flaunt 'em if you got 'em. That's what I say. You know, I wouldn't blame you at all if you did that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm guessing that might be a little useful now. Kinda, somewhat, semi-useful. Ooh, okay. At least one. We'll get at least one, you know, smiley selfie out of you. And I'm pretty sure everyone else will be, you know, overjoyed for you. Because I certainly am. Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, I know I got my graphs and it really didn't change too much because, let's face it, you can't really see them anyway. But, you know, it's nice to have... It was nice to have that taken care of. It was really more a matter of, you know, not really... you know, getting something fixed, but taking steps to make sure something didn't become a bigger issue in the future. That's what it was like in my case. Okay, and now we're at the first big difficulty spike in the game. This is a pain in the ass for newcomers. Was for me, but I think I have it down pretty down pat. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Easy boss for babies. Well, I mean, Tracy did eventually win this fight. So, you know, how hard could it be if she could do it? You can finish most of the bosses by going super aggro on them, other than maybe Propeller. I mean, on my first playthrough, I had the invincibility amulet. The invincibility item? Relic? However you want to say it. I would just put that on and just get in their faces. Tracy asked for Chie's phone number on the first playthrough. You know what? I could see that. I could totally see that. I don't think those two are entirely incompatible. I think it could work. Okay, there we go. There we go. She breaks the game, so you don't even need the full... Right. Does she like the steak? Well, let me put it this way. When it comes to, you know, ladies in the Persona series, Holly, I think you and Tracy would probably, you know, have their preferences along a similar spectrum. Or you guys would have similar preferences in, Persona ladies. You know, if that whole, you know, Futch scale chart is any indication. I do get the feeling she would stan Naoto something fierce. Yeah, maybe not the cleanest way to do that, but... Is there anything up there? Maybe, maybe not. Speaking of detectives in games... I read a comment somewhere during a Danganronpa stream. The first Danganronpa. And it was something to the effect of, among the entire cast of, Naoto. Oh boy, Dan Quayle, that's going back. Among the cast of the first Danganronpa, the entire cast shares approximately 3 brain cells, and they all belong to Kyoko. Aid me, you worthless fish. Core of Renewal, and... I always like the cherry Kool-Aid, so let's double up on that. I mean, they ain't wrong. Give him your pimp chalice so he can get crunk. Well, I mean, he's helping us to get crunk. You know, which is what you want in a magical, deity, I suppose. So what I'm thinking I might do is, I guess I'll clear out the, second part of the map, the next 3, bosses, and I'll probably call it a stream then. I don't want this to go on super long, because I know there are a few other folks that are streaming tonight, and I don't want to cut into, I don't want to steal their thunder. Besides, I got Sunday to, to do as I please. Okay. Force of Phasing. Okay, I know how this is gonna go, so let's just get right to it. You know, it's nice of them to give you these little areas so you can sort of practice. Get acquainted with your new toys. I think that was rather benevolent of the devs. Okay, I didn't need that gem that badly. Yeah, I could fight them, but I don't really want to. Not really super necessary that we do that. Alright, that takes care of that. Yeah, okay, so let's get the last guy that had his own game. Make shove, not war. I want somebody to shove. I need somebody to shove. I want someone to shove me. Down we go. Exactly, exactly. There are 2 Soul Asylum parodies, or 2 Soul Asylum style songs on Bad Hair Day, I believe, on that Weird Al album. You had Syndicated and, well, what was it? I don't know if that was the actual name of the song parody, but it was a parody of Misery, and there was a parody of Black Gold. The Night Santa Went Crazy. Which is pretty impressive if you think about it, because I don't think there were even, you know, 2 Michael Jackson parodies on one album that he put out. There's my carrot. Yeah, Bad Hair Day. Alapalooza had Jurassic Park, it had Bedrock Anthem. And I don't know what else it has, because I never actually owned that one. Okay, there we go. Took a trip a while back where they were playing nothing but Weird Al in the car. You know, if you're gonna if you're going to endure, you know, a long trip, I guess it would be reasonable to have something like that to keep you sane. At this point, you know, if you put me in a car for longer than 3 hours, it starts to be, starts to feel kind of shit for me. See, I really like what they did with the backgrounds here. It always reminded me of the, you know, the cycling colors of the background parts of Gemini Man stage from Mega Man 3. I don't think I'm the only one who made that association, but, it was the first thing that came to mind for me. And I remember playing, the Genesis version. I remember playing Wily Wars, and I guess I came away feeling that maybe, it wasn't as pronounced, that effect. Can I get my little buddy back? Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, this should be fun. Yeah, Green Boy's not too bad here. I mean, I never use it for anything, but sure, let's go ahead. I think I used the spinning coin to get an achievement, and that's really about it. Yeah, speaking of Gemini Man, I need to replay those Mega Man games, put those on stream those, and actually record them this time. Holly, we need to finish Mega Man 6. I haven't forgotten. Honcho never forgets. The exciting conclusion 7 years later. And now that I own basically the Mega Man and the Mega Man X collections, those are even more streams I gotta do! Joy! I'm sure that'll come all in due time. I'm certain of it. Let's see. How about... Yeah, oh well. Let's go super safety strat here and pick him off from a distance. Yeah, because, I was supposed to go up and around. The streamer I watched was playing X8 and looked like they were not having a good time. Well, that's why you, have other people, endure it with you. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Now, someone I do know, actually, I don't know how far they got in the whole series themselves, but they did give the X series the good old college try. Although I'm not sure what their final impressions were. I do think it was kind of an ordeal for them. Personally, I think you can just play 1 and 4 and call it a day. Well, I have played the first 3 X games. I am familiar with the first 3. Although I don't think I got, you know, past that. Because everything after 3 came out on, you know, the fancier new hardware. Consoles I never actually owned. Or, you know, didn't own until later. Just between me and you guys, I missed this shit. I missed this. I really did. Yeah, all 3 of you. But you know what? I do get something out of, you know, doing all this, even just for a little while. You know, I'm a little sad that I never had the chance to see either Tracy or my mom get to this fight. And just be, you know, completely at a loss for what to do. Because this is, yeah, well. Plague Knight tends to be rather spastic. And there we go. Dressed more like a witch than, a plague, shaman. Oh, wow. See if we can do this. Go. Yeah, I could see either of them just completely pulling their hair out. Well, either they would be super frustrated, or, you know, the fight would be so messy that they would just, you know, end up in a position where they just had the chance to, you know, bonk her, you know, like 10 times in a row and win. Because the positioning was just right. Oh, Tinker Knight. Yeah, that one too. Although in her defense, Tracy did beat, Treasure Knight on her first try. Mom didn't even get that far, although I ended up playing the stages for Tracy, and, you know, on the condition that she would have to do the boss fights on her own. Only shovels can prevent forest fires. Now we have the fight with someone's OC. At least I think this was someone's OC. Apparently this guy went on a big tear to put his OC into a ton of games at the time, and was an asshat to work with. It's that Trigger anime character. Yeah, I'd like to pull his Ahoge right out from his friggin' skull. How about that? Reese. What a dumb name. Reese. Blah 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 blah. Okay, we can exit the screen. You know, now that I kind of sit and think about it, I know people sort of, you know, get off on having, you know, their characters or their likenesses in a game. I guess for that little bit of notoriety, that little bit of virtual immortality. But like, I don't know. If you were to put me, yeah, those were Kickstarter backers, I know that. But like, if you were to put me in a game, what would you even have me do? What would I even want to be there for? You know, cameo by person who cooks a thing. I really don't know. I was backer 15 on Corpse Factory. Look how famous I will be. Oh, you're gonna be very famous. Let's see, do I wanna... Sure, let's get that. Talk smack about the game's soundtrack and your choice in cuisine. That's plausible. That's the most plausible thing I've heard yet. So actually, we're holding off my my in-game appearance until, let's see, until... I tried to interview the dude to help maybe signal boost their Kickstarter, but he's super shy and doesn't want to do promo. They're gonna have backers record voiceover, but only the single word, bitch. Okay. Hey, you know, that's something I'm perfectly capable of doing, if anyone's that interested. I think there was an achievement for breaking the kid's little wheel here, little ring. But I'm not really up to it today. You know, self-promotion, you know, isn't always something that comes easy for people. Pogo it 10 times in a row, yeah, had to be something like that. I don't think there was anything on that side. Up and down and up and down. Come on. I think it really takes a certain kind of extrovert to really go all gung-ho with promotional stuff. No promo. The biggest thing I did was getting a voice actress for the Afterward trailer. I remember that, and I just drank, sipped a little too early on my Jamba Juice there. Oh well. Oh well, it's not going to be that difficult. Can I? Yeah, I should be able to smack that shell up there. Let's try it. This is gonna be tricky. Alright, well, how about that? Okay, well, I'll worry about that some other time. Yeah, we're not going full completionist here. I've already put more than enough time into these games over the years. You know, so, you know, I am content with my, Shovel Knight legacy here. No, I didn't do that. Game, why you lying? Well, maybe we'll get the shot we're looking for in this go-round. Yeah, I can't quite angle it the way I want to. I mean, it's possible, it's just not something I'm going to prioritize right now. Did you know that one of the first words I learned how to spell was apple? And I was so proud of myself for being able to do so. I think it kinda helped that there were a couple of repeating letters. It took me a little while longer to spell banana. Yeah, speaking of fruit, I need to buy some more pineapple this weekend. The word jar. Well, that's a common one. Here we have reached the part of the stage containing what's known as the iffy special. Lively, vibracious, healthy-looking tentacles. There should be something. Okay, there we go. Now that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. I know bananas are pretty much a superfood, but I don't know. They weren't always my my favorite. Although you can't really make a smoothie without them. Yeah, because there's really what other fruit could you use to get that same kind of creamy texture? I don't imagine there are, you know, very many other options. If that's what you're going for. So when I used to make smoothies regularly, I would always have some combination of... I used to use soy milk a lot for making smoothies. So I would use soy milk, I would use pomegranate juice, and just a grab bag of frozen fruit. Usually stuff like strawberries, peaches, bananas obviously, but, you know, whatever kind of berry I had. What was it? Strawberries, peaches, blueberries, pineapple, and mango. Yeah. And my one big hack, my one big smoothie hack, was to put the blender glass. Put all the ingredients in the glass, all your frozen fruit, all your liquids. And leave it in the fridge overnight. That way you were guaranteed you were guaranteed everything would stay cold. The fruit would defrost, but everything would stay cold, including the glass itself. So you didn't have to worry about, you know, heat too much. Because, you know, blending something generates a lot of heat. And I think that was adapted from an Alton Brown method at the time. As were a lot of, my culinary, adventures around that time. Sure, let's drop anchor. Oh, okay, that's what that's for. And we just rocket punch our way back. Yeah, so as I was mentioning earlier, I think sometime next week, I think I might use some streaming time to sort of dig through my backlog, my Steam backlog. More specifically, my RPG backlog, because, you know, I buy those games and I end up not really playing them to completion. The steaming pile, exactly. Exactly. Can I jump? Yeah, I guess not. But you know what, you know, if that's how I get material, if that's how I get, you know, content worth showing off, you know, works for me. Yeah, we're long overdue for another steaming pile stream. I mean, my talk and play streams are just excuses to play random shit. Hey, you know, that's why any of us are here. Hey, good evening, Carmichael McCallus. Good to see you. How have you been? Alright, good to know. Yeah, the anchor does all the work for me. And I think there should be maybe one more. Oh. Just warned there would have was at least another one here. I just love how that particular chest just burst with all the different colored gems. Particularly after that section, you kind of feel like you earned it. Alright, let's go down. Alright, nice and easy. And we got the trench coat edition of Treasure Knight. Okay, this is the one boss Tracy beat by herself. That wasn't, you know, the default Black Knight. Well, I guess she did beat King Knight. It was just Spectre Knight where I had to utilize the potions for her. Classy version. H2O. Dan isn't here, I don't think. He can't refill my glass on command. Okay. He showed up yet. You know, I wish I had an answer to that question, Polly. I really wish I did. Let's see. What else? I wonder if we can get another ticket. Well, we can't get any more tickets out of him. Yeah, and like on the 9th bounce, it kind of goes in the other direction. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. Alright, this is kind of the choose your own adventure one. I think he went grocery shopping, to be honest. I think he did indicate he was going to try to do something earlier. I think he's taking his 4th or 5th vacation of the year. Okay, that worked out nicely. He went in a towel! You know what? He probably did. He probably did. I'm gonna go to the armor outpost now. Yeah, it couldn't hurt. Yeah, you'd rather be my sure lady. Actually, before I forget, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Yeah, I still want a Piragua. I still want a Piragua really bad. Cherry would be ideal. Okay. And now it's time to fight the Baz. Because, as you are well aware, the Baz, unfortunately, is a jerk. So let's make quick work of him. Oh, he's getting crafty here. Best character in Dive Kick. I'm trying to remember who I used for the, you know, the 45 minutes I actually played that game. I still remember, Polly, I don't know if you remember this, but I think... Was it the Steaming Pile stream that there was supposed to be, like... You know, a quickly thrown together... Oh, come on. There was supposed to be a dive kick tournament with I think that was supposed to be sometime after the Steaming Pile stream. I don't know, I just vaguely remember something like that being mentioned. Don't ask me why I remember those things, don't. Yeah, a bunch of people dropped. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes, unfortunately. I mean, I would have volunteered, but I don't think I would have made it very watchable. Because, fighting games are not really my forte. Okay, this is... I remember that too. The Nut punch. That... Well, you know, Mortal Kombat is still a hot property, so it could conceivably still happen. Although I would imagine people who aren't that well, people who aren't that used to, you know, doing the actual moves in the game might have found some difficulty. I remember making someone rage quit playing Mortal Kombat 2 against me on PS3. I think you have more than a few stories of making people rage quit Mortal Kombat. That probably wasn't the first time, and it probably wasn't the last. Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned that a couple months back. I mean, you beat the owner. Did that make you, the new owner? Well, I'll worry about the hat store later. Legally, it should. Well, no argument here. Okay, now what's the one I wanted? Okay, so Dynamo Male. This is my preferred Shovel Knight armor. You get an incentive for bouncing, and let's see, drop spark. Yeah, collecting arcade establishments like Pokemon's. Apparently, my brother finally hit level 40 with the with his, you know, Pokemon's phone game. And I had absolutely no reaction to it whatsoever. Alright, so to wrap this up, we're just gonna do, Lost City. This is gonna be the last thing we do tonight. Best audio track in the game. It's up there for me. It really is. In terms of, you know, stage themes, it's up there. I really need to put this game's soundtrack back into my workout routine. Just hop on the treadmill, hop on the elliptical, hop on the stationary bike, and just let the magic happen. What's Jake Kaufman been up to lately? Because I genuinely don't know. Fine, I'll take the low route. Yeah, we can fudge it like that. Still haven't played the last Shantae game. Did they ever release the whole thing? Like, I knew it came in, like, installments and stuff. The whole thing is out now. Okay, okay, I was curious about that. This is why I like the Dynamo Mail. Oh yeah, I heard about that too. I'm kinda getting the feeling that I should probably, either pass on that one or wait for a price drop. Based on how you reacted to it. You can borrow mine if you really want it. You know what? Game-wise, I've got enough on my plate. So... there is no real sense of urgency with regards to, World's End Club. I'm not in any hurry to touch it. No hurry whatsoever. Don't think World's End Club is worth pulling over. I still need to... Ninja Saviors is fucking dope. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I still need to get through, 13 Sentinels. If I find a little bit of time, I'm probably gonna, you know, go through that. I've settled on... Wouldn't it be wild if Poncho got hardcore into the Kiseki games? Kisekai. 13 Sentinels is... I like the story, I like where it's going. It's just... the actual gameplay part is leaving me a little cold. I'm thinking I just might put that to casual and you know, just kind of breeze through the rest of it. Because I don't feel that part of the game holds up its part of the side of the bargain at all. Yeah, that's likely what I'm going to do. You know, the devs put something in the game that doesn't resonate with me. Not my fault. Yeah, to me it just... I just think it gets in the way. It gets in the way of the stuff you actually want to do. Oh, I don't have enough money for the punching. Oh well. Yeah, and you know, given the company's pedigree, and given what they've been able to churn out in the past, you know, it just... It's a bit of a shame that it feels like I've only gotten half a game out of it. Unless, you know, the big, you know, gigantic fucking mech battle where you actually punch shit at the end is, you know, somehow in there. You know, it just kinda... feels a bit like a missed opportunity for me. Yeah, I mean, I could believe that. I could totally buy that. Do I care that much about the music? No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I've mentioned this before. You know, if the gameplay is good, if the gameplay is compelling, if it's something that you can come back to, then, you know, a mediocre story isn't going to ruin the experience for me. However, you know, the reverse just doesn't apply in my case. What did I do that for? You know, you could have, you know, the grapes of wrath of video games, and none of it's gonna matter if, you know, the gameplay is garbage. Or practically non-existent. There's just no coming back from that as far as I'm concerned. Just, you know, just kind of my preferences, and my, you know, my own philosophy with respect to that. Case by case, yeah. Yeah. And generally I try to be like that. But I guess I've experienced, you know, cases of, you know, good gameplay, dodgy story, and getting more out of those than the reverse. Alright, so is it hair or is it fire? It's both, apparently. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Boom. Boom. Yeah, now I'm really curious as to how Tracy or Mom would have handled a lot of these, you know, midpoint bosses. There we go. Okay, we get one last chance to run up our score. One, well, not the last chance, but the last chance tonight, I guess, to catch our falling shield knight. Yeah, I think we did talk about that. So after we're done here, I guess as I've indicated, as I've hinted at previously, I am going to try to have something ready for Sunday. I don't know exactly what. I'm either going to take the backlog approach, or I'm going to take the edgy visual novel approach. One of those two. Okay, meal ticket. And let us step aside. Alright. And we get another quadrant of the map available. But I think I'm going to call it here tonight. What was it, like an hour 45, 46? I think that's a decent enough de-rusting stream. Yeah. Edgy visual novel backlog. That's starting to become a thing for me too. And I'd like to nip that in the bud before it gets even worse. So anyways, I want to thank all of you who showed up. Thanks for hanging out for a little while. No problem. As I said before, I'm probably streaming again Sunday. Whatever I decide to do, I will probably try to give you some notice before we get too deep into things. I would stream tomorrow night, but I think I have to make another pot of curry chicken again. But, you know, I gotta go through ingredients. So, thanks for stopping by. I will see you next time. I will see you in the next stream. Until then, this is Poncho Smith, signing off. Good night, good luck. I totally stole that from the Mr. Bungle live thing they just did. Go listen to it. The night they came home, they recorded that at the Eureka Public Library. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, good night, folks.